Hi, all my friends. So I just had a young man here, and he was like, "So you read the Bible?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How long have you guys been together?" This young man is so cute. And I said, "Actually, this 25th will be 22 years. We're going to celebrate tomorrow. A little dinner, go to our favorite little place at the beach. And so that'll be very nice. And we always renew our vows every year. And just reminds us of that in our hearts, it is very sacred what we have together and not to be taken lightly. And the kind of love that I have for Juliana is different from the love that I have for friends and family and so forth. And so it's very, very sacred. And anyway, he goes, "That's really nice." He goes, "Do you go to BFC?" And I'm like, "No." I did go there. I did interpret. I just walked into their church and just went right up on stage, started interpreting before Juliana. And I was interpreting there for several months. I didn't get paid or anything like that. I just walked in and started doing it. And then had a talk with their minister and was told, "You can't be gay and be Christian." And I'm like, "Well, I am." What are you going to do about it? Get used to it. you know? And so that was the end of that church for a while. Anyway, uh, so let us finish. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cute. Little, he was very cute, very supportive. Sorry. Gosh. Okay. Um, we stopped at Ezra chapter 4, verse 18. "The letter which ye sent unto us hath been plainly read before me. And I commanded that the search hath been made, and it is found that this city of old time hath made insurrection against kings, that rebellion and sedition have been made therein. There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, which had ruled over countries beyond the river, and toll and tribute and custom was paid unto them. Give ye now commandment to cause these men to cease, and that this city be not built, until another commandment shall be given from me. Take heed now that ye not fail to do this. Why should damage grow to the hurt of the kings?" Now the copy of King Artaxerxes' letters was read before Rehum, Shimshai the scribe, and their companions, and they went up in haste to Jerusalem unto the Jews, and made them to cease by force and power. Then ceased the work of the house of God, which is at Jerusalem. So it ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Chapter 5. These names, Lord, why? Oh, my goodness. Zerubbabel. Okay. And Jeshua set forward the building of the temple in the reign of Darius. Then the prophets Haggai the prophet, Zechariah the son of Iddu, prophesied unto the Jews that were in Judah and Jerusalem in the name of God of Israel, even unto them. Then rose up Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, Jeshua the son of Zodok, began to build the house of God which is in Jerusalem, and them that were the prophets of God helping them. At the same time came to them Tatnai, governor of this side of the river, Shethar Boznai, and their companions, and said thus unto them, Who hath commanded you to build this house, and to make up this wall? Then said we unto them after this manner, that are in the names of the men that make this building. But the eye of the God was upon the elders of the Jews, that they could not cause them to cease until the matter came to Darius. Then they returned answered by letter concerning this matter. The copy of the letter that Tatnai, governor of this side of the river, and Shethar-bozenai and his companions, the Apharsaites, which were on this side of the river, sent unto Darius the king. They sent a letter unto him, wherein was written thus: Unto Darius the king, all peace. It is known unto the king that we went to the province of Judah, to the house of the great God, which is built with great stones, and timber is laid in the walls, and this work goeth fast on, and prosperous in their hands. They asked we those elders, and said unto them thus: Who commanded you to build this house and to make up these walls? We asked their names also, certainly thee, and we might write the names of the men that were the chief of them. And thus they returned us answering, saying, We are the servants of God of heaven and earth, and built the house that was built with these many years ago, which a great king of Israel built and set up. But after our fathers had provided the God of heaven unto wrath, he gave them unto the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babylon. But in the first year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon, the same king Cyrus made a decree to build this house of God, and the vessels also of gold and silver in the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple and was in Jerusalem, and brought them into the temple of Babylon. Those did Cyrus the king take out of the temple of Babylon, and they were delivered unto one whose name was Sheshbazzar, who he had made governor, and said unto him, Take thee vessels, go carry them into the temple that is in Jerusalem, and let the house of God be built in this place. Then came the same Sheshbazzar, and laid the foundations of the house of God which is in Jerusalem, and since that time even until now hath it been in the building, and yet it is not finished. Now therefore, if it seem good to the king, let there be search made in the king's treasure's house, which is there at Babylon, whether it be so that a decree was made at Cyrus the king to build this house of God at Jerusalem, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning this matter. Chapter 6. Darius decrees for advancing the building, the temple finished, feast of the dedication, and of the Passover. When Darius the king made a decree, and search was made in the house of the rolls, where the treasures were laid up in Babylon, there was found at Archmetha in the palace that is in the province of Medes a roll, and therein was a record thus written: In the first year of Cyrus the king, the same Cyrus the king made a decree concerning the house of God at Jerusalem. Let the house be built, the place where they offered sacrifices, let the foundations thereof be strong and laid, the height thereof 80 cubits, the breadth thereof 80 cubits, with 3 rows of great stones, the rows of new timber. Let the experiences be given out of the king's house, and also let the golden and the silver vessels of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took forth out of the temple which is at Jerusalem, and brought unto Babylon, be restored, and brought again unto the temple which is at Jerusalem, every one to his place, and place them in the house of God. Now therefore Tenani, governor beyond the river, Shethar-bozenai, and your companions, the Apharsaites, which are beyond the river, be ye far from hence. Let the work of the house of God alone. Let the governor, the Jews, and the elders of the Jews build the house of God in his place. Moreover, I make decree that you shall do to the elders of these Jews for the building of the house of God, that is of the king's goods, even of the tribute beyond the river. Therefore, the experience is given unto the men that they be not hindered, and that which they have need of, both young bullocks and rams and lambs for the burnt offerings of the God of heaven, wheat, salt, wine, oil, according to the appointment of the priests which are at Jerusalem, let it be given them day by day without fail, that they may offer sacrifices of sweet savor unto the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and of his sons. Also I have made decree that whoever shall alter this word, let timber be pulled down from his house, and being set up, let him be hung thereon, and let his house be made a dunghill for this. And the God that hath caused his name to dwell there, destroy all kings and people that shall put to their hand to alter and destroy this house of God, which is at Jerusalem. I, Darius, have made a decree, let it be done with speed. Then Tattenai, governor on the side of the river, Shethar-bozenai, and their companions, according to that which Darius the king has sent, so they did speedily. And the elders of the Jews built and prospered throughout the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo, and they built and finished it according to the commandment of the God of Israel, according to the commandment of Cyrus and Darius and Xerxes king of Persia. The house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was in the 6th year of the reign of Darius the king. And the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the children of the captivity, kept the dedication of this house of God with joy, and offered at the dedication of this house of God 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs for sin offering, and all of Israel 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. And they set the priests in their divisions, and the Levites in their in their courses, for the service of God, which is at Jerusalem and is written in the book of Moses. And the children of the captivity kept the Passover upon the 14th day of the 1st month. The priests of the Levites were purified together. All of them were pure, killed the Passover for the children of the captivity, for their brethren, the priests for themselves, the children of Israel which were come again out of captivity, all such as separated themselves unto the fitness of the heathen of the land, to seek the Lord God of Israel, did eat and keep the feast of the unleavened bread 7 days with joy, and from the Lord had made them joyful, and turned the heart of the king of Assyria unto them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the God of Israel. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and poor Juliana's coughing her head off. I'm sorry about the interruption, but she can't help it. And so anyway, we are both trying to get well, and I don't know, AM, I think you might be right about us living here between two farmlands. You know, the dust kicked up and everything, and anytime the wind blows right through our, if I open the back door and the front door, the wind will just go right through, and so who knows, we might have very well have picked that up. I don't think Juliana, but I'm not, I think she's been diagnosed with bronchitis, so she doesn't have any of their other symptoms like I do. So anyway, we both have autoimmune deficiency, with me with the Hashimoto's and her with her PMR, so it makes us susceptible, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, so not good. Oh well, that's the way it goes. So anyway, I do hope you have a blessed weekend. I hope everything is, you know, easy breezy for you, and you know, listen to some good music, and I'll talk to you soon. I think this will be it for me for today for the videos, and I'll start again next week, God willing. All right, love you guys. Take care. I'm going to try to do some more music if I'm able. Okay, bye-bye.